Okay, people, I'm back. Tales from the Pen, part 23. For those who are new to my channel, please go down, hit subscribe, press share, leave a comment, hit the like button. For those who are also new to my channel, my name is Fred. I'm from Queens, and I speak about my life experiences in the penitentiary. Here in the New York State Penitentiary, and some of the things that I've experienced, and some of the things that I've been through. And I do what I do to deter the youth. I tell my stories, but I do them in a way so that these kids understand that prison is not a game. That's what I do my channel for. That's who I am, all in a nutshell. Subscribe, like, share, comment, do your thing. So today, we're going to do a little things different today. Today we're going to do I'm going to answer a couple questions. You know, I gave people opportunities all the time. I'm going to leave it down in the comment box here. My email, anybody has questions they want to ask, they can feel free to ask. So I had somebody, Tammy in Georgia. She said, what's the wildest thing you've ever seen? I've seen a lot of wild and crazy things, Tammy. I've seen things that will make your stomach turn. I've seen things that are just crazy, out the loop, just unheard of type things. So I was in this one spot, and it was a medium security spot, medium security. So we had like a kitchen area, and we had 2 refrigerators. Now you used to put your name or have something in a net bag. You have your little net bag, and you put your stuff in, you roll it up, you put it in their space in the refrigerator. Freezer, everyone has their own little space. And what happened was, there was somebody in the house, like, they used to eat, like, say, all the ice cream. Like, there's freezers, so you can put ice cream in there. You can go to the commissary and buy a little, like, ben&Jerrys, and you put it in the freezer, in the medium security place I was in. So what happened was, somebody kept eating somebody's ice cream. So the kid was like, okay, no problem. So, you know, he took his ice cream. He went into the bathroom. He put some things in the ice cream. Let's just leave it like that. Some bodily fluids in his ice cream. Put it back in. Next day came. He seen his ice cream was gone. He went into the day room. Went in front of everybody. Was watching TV. Just said, you know, we don't know who the ice cream thief is, but whoever it is, you just swallowed my babies. That's what he said. You just ate my babies. I can't. He said, I jerked off into the ice cream. That's what he said. Plain and simple. We on Tales from the Pen. You gotta hear it raw. And then walked out. Nobody ever stole ice cream ever again. This point got made. I mean, you asked, Tammy. I mean, this is some of the wildest things, right? I mean, just call it what it is. Same type spot. Somebody was eating food out the refrigerator. It always happens in places, you know, if people who ain't got shit, you know what I mean? Always stealing people who do. And so somebody else went and he pissed in his rice. Yeah, he pissed in his rice. And then when he came back and seen it was, you know, the rice was gone, he screamed it out loud, you know. Whoever just ate that rice today, you ate my piss. Yeah. Pissed in the rice and then put it back in the refrigerator. You shouldn't be stealing. Shouldn't be stealing. You just never know what's going to be in the ice cream. I swear, these actual events that took place. This is the type of stuff that goes on in there. These are, you know, these are the type of people you're around. You're just going to keep stealing ice cream and that's it? Nobody ever stole ice cream again in that house. I swear, I promise. Another wild thing was crazy is that this kid, you know, whatever, this guy, you know him well, but he was HIV positive. He knew he was HIV positive. He was taking medicine to, as HIV positive. And he was always sick, but he had a girl that was coming up. And one day he got caught having sex on a visit with her. True story. He got charged. I'm not sure if it was attempt murder, but it was something very close to that. Yeah, so he was having sex with her. And like I said, he was HIV positive, and she didn't know that. He never disclosed that to her. He never told that to her. So when the administration informed her, who knows about the laws if they were supposed to, they informed her, I think it was the preacher who informed her, that he's HIV positive. She broke down, said he never told her nothing, and they charged him. True story. I believe it was something like attempt murder. Like it was a high charge. I'm just not sure exactly what it was. And took away his visits for 2 years. So he couldn't get a visit for 2 years. No one could come visit him, nothing. He was already dying. But he got charged. True story. Back in the 90s. So, I hope I answered your question, Tammy. Those are just some of the couple things that stood out. Magnetic from New Orleans. He said, is it true on Rikers a lot of police were in cahoots with inmates? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. On Rikers Island, you don't really see it that much upstate. Upstate, you might see it once in a while where the main porter dude on your block, he's cool with the police because he's always with them, he's always around them, he's always getting stuff from them. They build up a rapport. I've seen it where, like, if the police don't like a dude, they wait till everybody go to program and then they tell the porter, I'm going to go crack, 16 cell, 18 cell. I want you to go in there and rob them, if they're cool with the porter. Upstate, I've seen that. In Coxsackie especially. And the dudes will be thirsty. They go, they rob him, go in the cell, take everything that he has. And then he just close the cell up. When the dude comes back, he comes back to nothing. It's only a couple porters out here and there, so you're not really sure who to blame or where. It's just, I've seen that, but very rare upstate. On Rikers Island, all the time. Rikers Island was famous for that. Rikers Island was famous for police and in cahoots with inmates. Like, famous for it. Like the New York Times did a piece on it. Oh, yeah. Like, where police was ordering hits on dudes they didn't like themselves. Oh, yeah. That happened all the time. And the police was just like, they're different again because they're from the 5 boroughs. So they like to see stuff too. See action going on. 2 dudes want to fight, they'd be like, oh, you guys want to fight? All right. Clear the day room. Put everybody out the day room, close the day room door. The police be standing right there. Go ahead, fight. Shoot your 5. That's what they used to call it. Want to shoot the 5? You want to go 5 minutes in the bathroom, in the back, wherever, shoot the 5 in your cell? That's what, you want to shoot the 5. That was our thing. You going to shoot the 5 with him? Yeah, I'm going to shoot the 5. You know what I'm saying? Play the back, and the police be right there. Like they'll ask you, you want to fight him? Oh, you guys want to argue and scream all day? You guys want to fight? Sometimes they make you fight. Y'all going to fight right now. Come on. Like, don't even give them a chance. Oh, you guys are arguing? No, you guys are going to fight. All right, clear the day room. Close the door, and they stand there and laugh while you guys just beat the hell out of each other. True story. And if they don't like you, like I said, especially female police, the inmates on Rikers Island, I noticed, were always very protective of the female officers. That's a fact. That's a fact. So if you mess with one of them or something like that, like, you know, the inmates may get you before the police do. You know what I mean? I've seen that a lot, especially because you got dudes that think they're macking the chicks, you know, the ladies who work in the house. You know what I mean? And you become familiar with them when you're there a while, you're talking, and, you know. So dudes is very protective of the female police. I'm telling you. I mean, of course, the asshole ones, no, but just the regular ones, oh, yeah, they are. Dudes don't really like that disrespect of the female officers. This is true. True story. You know, they don't like, because, you know, you got it where certain dudes are just the way they're built. You know, then she'll announce female officer walking on the tier, whatever, like that, to let you know, the male inmates know that there's a female. Be dressed, don't be, you know. But you'll have some dudes who act like they have their headphones and they're washing their face butt naked, just standing there in their cell like she walks past. They're gonna get a ticket, decent exposure or something like that. You know what I mean? And then they go to trial. I didn't know she was there. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Then you got other dudes who'll sit and watch, and when she goes past, you know, try to play with themselves. Gun them down. That's what they call it. Trying to gun them down. I don't know. It's just these type of deviant behaviors. Like, to be honest with you, it's not something I was with. I just wasn't raised like that. It's just not nothing I ever been with. But dudes be doing it. Dudes have, got caught. They get caught. They get in trouble. You know, might get a sex charge or something like that. You know what I mean? But some dudes are willing to risk it. For the 3 seconds she walks past the cell, it's like. But these are the deviant behaviors. These are the deviant people that you're around. And this is what they do. So I've seen it, yes, cahoots all the time on Rikers Island. You know, and especially, again, if they don't like you, and you're not in with that real, that who's ever running the house crowd, you might just get jumped and beat up just because the police told them to do it. The house gang, the porters, whatever. Like, y'all don't like that dude. And the inmates will jump you. This is how it was. This is how Rikers Island was in my day. That's a fact. Let's see this. So Ron Duke from Queens wanted to know about betting on inmate games. I hope I answered your question, Magnetic from New Orleans. Betting on inmate, yeah, oh yeah. There was a lot of betting on sports in there. Like a lot of betting on. They actually had tickets. They would have somebody that has actual tickets. They're very small. When you circle the 4 teams you want, you get them a pack of cigarettes. You win, you get 10 packs. That's how it was. NFL was big. But as far as just the inmate games itself, like basketball, inmates on inmates, stuff like that, oh yeah, there was a lot, especially during football season. Not so much during baseball, here and there. But during football season, you'll see the police lined up on the side betting. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was heavy. It was heavy. It was heavy thing. There was sometimes I used to have to cut my visits short. No lie. I used to have to cut my visits short. I know people, how are you going to do that? I got a football game at 1. And there's a lot riding on it. And a lot of people would be mad if I didn't play. You know what I mean? If the QB didn't play. So, there was a lot of times where, you know what I mean? 12:30, 12:45, which was cool. We got 4 or 5 hours anyway. You know what I mean? My people be tired anyway, long ride home, so. Some people be on a visit for, you're not playing today? No, I am. 12:30, I'm out of here. My people understood because it was a different life. I have a different life. When they leave and I go back, I have to stay here and live with these people. I have to be here. Plus I love to do it. But yeah, there was a lot of money always riding on the games, on the football games on the side, boy. The police be betting and everything. They bet amongst each other and stuff like that. It was crazy. So, nobody answered that for you, Ron, too. Okay, Poker Face from Texas. Poker Face. Is inviting someone to your privates really that serious? Yes, it is. And there, if you invite somebody to your private parts, like somebody, I've spoke about this before, Poker Face, in case you missed my channel. Yes, it's very serious. If you say you must be willing to die right there, or kill, right away. And it's not like you could say it around people and let it just slide. Forget it. You can't. Once people hear it, especially other people, forget it. And somebody tells you that, they're gonna all looking at you like, what you gonna do? And if you let that slide, or let somebody tell you, invite you to your private parts, and you let that slide, you're done. Look at my face. Done. So as soon as somebody tells you that, you gotta take off right away. You know what I mean? Some people may go get your weapon and come back, whatever. But something got to be done. So yeah, Poker Face from Texas. Yes, inviting someone to your private parts is really that serious. It's life or death in there. It's just the way it is. That's how New York Penitentiary is set up. There's certain places, there's certain things, certain words mean certain things to certain people. I get it. But inviting somebody to your private parts in the penitentiary here in New York State is going down 1,000%. And whoever you tell it to, it doesn't matter if you tell it to a sucker or whatever, like, it's going down. And if that sucker don't do nothing, then he's done. He's food. True story. Let's see, what else we got here? Where's online games? How did you get that guy to leave your cell? Cyrus in Oregon. A few people have asked me. I've talked about the guy who I found out he was my bunkie. Who was telling me he was in there for 25 years for a bunch of burglaries and stuff. And the last case he had, he went through the window and cut his hand, and he had blood on the window, and that's how they caught him. This is all stuff he was telling me to catch certain people up to speed. This is what he told me, that blood on the window. So, I had my people look him up, went on a visit. They told me, he's here he was, murder, rape. It was all on the internet. He had done a bunch of burglaries, and then this one he murdered and raped a lady, and they have his DNA and his bloody handprint, which is what he told me, but for burglaries. So this guy went in the house. The lady was asleep, jumped on her, raped her, did what he did, and then killed her. He was my bunkie. Now that I've caught everybody up. And I always just say he left. You know what I mean? I never really try to get too... But see, I get a lot of people who ask me. So, went back to my cell. He asked, how was the visit? It was alright. And I knew he liked to write letters. Like to write his mom or something. So he would sit at there was this little desk in between the toilet and the shower in our cell. And he used to just sit there, write his letters. And he put his headphones, because the headphone wall, he had a wall jack. But it doesn't go to the cord he had didn't fit to his bed, so he had to sit by the jack to listen to his rock music. And he had his headphones down like this. So and again, I don't do any of this for glorification purposes. I do this to show you what it's like in there, and what you could turn into in there, and the problems people face in there. So I waited till he did that. I took a couple soaps, I put them in my sock, and when he was writing, right across his head, boom. Pretty much knocked him out, pretty much dazed him, knocked him out. So, when he came to, when he understood, he didn't know what happened. He was like, "What happened?" That's how you know, because a lot of people act like they were knocked out and they felt the hit, and it's not true. You just don't know what the hell happened. And that's what he didn't know what the hell happened. And he had to leave. And when the police came, he told them, "Bang, police, hey, I can't live here." Only good thing is he didn't tell on me. They asked him where did he get that bruise on his head. He said he fell. But they knew. That's why I was hitting that in another video. They knew something happened. But he fell. He took a hell of a fall. He slipped and he right on the toilet, officer. He had a hell of a fall. Now, for the people out there who are saying, "Oh, you shouldn't have did that way," I want everybody to consider what he did. I want everybody to consider that lady woken up out of her sleep by this man on top of her. And this man that would end her life within the next hour or so after abusing her. So before I get any hate, before I get people, "Oh, Fred, you shouldn't have did that." You know what I mean? It was a long time ago, number one, in my past life. And number two is, he didn't have any empathy. So why should I? Some things in life I regret. Some things in life I do regret doing. 1000%. That ain't one of them. That ain't one of them. He deserved what he got. You know what I mean? And, I let everybody else know, wherever other cell he went to, what he was in jail for. Yeah, I did that too. Yep. Because it's small. The box is small, so you just, word of mouth. "Yo, that dude, blah, blah. Rapo. Murderer." Done. Everywhere he went after that. But that's the life he should have had. Just think I think about my family members, or again, whoever's having empathy for him or feels some type of way for him. Think about your family member, a female family member of yours. You guys should be thanking me. Anyway, again, I don't do any of this to glorify. I'm just telling you, this is called Tales from the Pen, and these are tales from the pen. You understand? So I just do it so people understand that these are the type of things that happen in the penitentiary. These are the type of things you're faced with when you're in the penitentiary, right? You're faced with decisions when you're locked in a cage, with this guy that he did something wrong, very wrong, and he needs to be punished. And you don't want to be sitting in that cage fighting for your life and fighting back and forth. You just want to end it quick. So these are the type of decisions you got to be faced with. Like, is these are the type of decisions you really want to be faced with? I don't think so. So to all you kids out there, stay in school, even if it's virtual school. Stay your ass in school. Start making good decisions. No one wants to deal with these type of mentality. No one wants to, be hit in the head with 2 bars of soap in a sock. You don't. Nobody wants to be faced with these type of decisions. No one wants to be around these animals who are, eating ice cream that's defaced, defiled. These are the type of things that you're going to be around should you make the wrong decisions. These are the type of people you're going to be around when you're faced with the wrong, making the wrong choices. That's a fact. Anyway, people, I just wanted to come on here and chop it up with you guys for a little while. I haven't put out a video in a minute. I see my merch is still slow, but it's coming. The site's messing up. I ordered a couple things. I ordered 1 pair of leggings. They sent me 3, 1 each day. I didn't even order 3 pair of leggings, but I don't even know where they came from. But the merch is there. The merch is, there online. TalesFromThePen.com. Go check me out. I'm gonna leave my links in the my Instagram, my Facebook. I'm gonna leave all the links down in the bottom. Anybody got any other questions? I'm gonna leave my email on the bottom too. Feel free to contact me. You see, I read all the letters. I try to accommodate my people. Not know people. You already know the motto. Experience is the greatest teacher, but somebody else's experience can be just as valuable if you pay attention and listen. And on that note, people, Fred White, signing off.